Well, let's go. Let's hop to it. Welcome to Tool Rant Tuesday with Jewel T. Leonard. Today, we have on the hot seat email marketing. Okay. And I'm feeling a little saucy today. So I think I'm going to actually go through and build an email campaign. But let's see how it goes. We only got about 20 minutes. So you know how it goes. So email. So Tool Rant Tuesday is when we take and poke a little fun at our favorite marketing tools and find a way to fix it or forget it. To be honest, we're founders. We have stuff to do. We're looking for results, not like more problems and more challenges, right? So that's what we're doing here today. And so email. Okay, so listen. This is the thing. Okay, this is the see if this scenario resonates with you. Okay, so you have been a diligent networker. You have gone to, I don't know, 1,000 networking events. You have 5,000 cards, and they're in a stack over somewhere. Or let's fast forward to a little bit better. You were diligent and you put them all into a spreadsheet. And so you saw some influencer, and they were talking to you about, email is the GOAT. People can get rid of their platforms. They can do anything they want. But if you have someone's email, baby, you can always reach them, right? So you're all excited and you're like, well, I've got about 5,000 emails. I'm going to do an email campaign, right? So you go in and you got your, I don't know, you got your monkey chimp or your constant, whatever it is. And so you've got your leads, right? And you're like, oh, okay. I'm gonna do an email campaign. And then your first hurdle is, okay, how do I get the email campaigns, the emails in there? So maybe you're not quite sure. But let's say, for example, you just get past that hurdle, right? You get past that hurdle and you're like, okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna do it. And so you create one email, okay, and you're super excited about it. And so you take that one email, you send it to all 5,000 people at once, and you get like 20 people to say what's up, and you get like 100 unsubscribes, right? And you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? I thought email was supposed to help. I've got tons of contacts. How come I'm not getting any responses from the email messages, right? Okay, so here's the truth about email. So the first thing that you must know as a founder, if you are seeking to identify email marketing as your strategy, okay, because these are all strategies. And the thing we have to keep in mind is that there are people whose whole career, like all they do is what this one thing is. So last week we talked about CRM. This week we're talking about email. There are people whose that's their whole job, is to write emails that are compelling and that convert, and they probably are messaging you and telling you how great they are at it, and they're content writers and all these people. So keep in mind, when you pick a strategy for your business, okay, it's not going to be a quick and easy, let's just do it and get it done, no matter what the vendor says, okay? And then I'm a tool, I've Boss Assist Scalability Suite. That's what I do. I help you automate and become more scalable with marketing tools, right? High ROI marketing tools. But I'm just telling you, because for myself personally, I've done all the stuff that I say on Tool Rant. Tool Rant Tuesday is real because it was real for me. And so I'm just telling you what happened to me. So the first thing you need to know, you must know, I should have had a way to write notes. I should have done slides for this, but it's kind of impromptu. No matter how compelling your email is, no matter how compelling your campaign is, no matter how amazing your offer or your downloadable, whatever it is, the thing about email is that list that you are creating has to be a curated list. In other words, you can't just take a list that you created over the years with 5,000 people on it at varying degrees of interest. Somewhere, I don't know, somewhere Little League, somewhere, PTA, somewhere there's that and the other. And just sit. I mean, you'll get some people, who are just like, oh, hey, or who are you? But for the most part, That is not the list that people are talking about when they talk about the effectiveness of email campaigns. That is not your list. Okay, that's the first thing you need to know. That is not your list. I don't care if you have 10,000 people on that list. If you did not like really curate that list, then it's not the gold mine that people say it is. Okay, the thing that makes email marketing effective is when the list, okay, is a list of people who raise their hand at some point and express some level of interest in what you're doing right now. Okay. And maybe you were doing it 5 years ago. Maybe you were doing it, but if you're doing the same thing, like in other words, they're interested in your thing. So market, they're interested in scalability. If I had a downloadable or if I did an event or something 5 years ago and you were interested in scalability then and you're still interested in scalability, then you're a good a person on my list. But if your kid is in Pistons Academy for basketball and you've got a list of, the people who were there, the moms or the dads that were there with you during that time that you just happened to accumulate, those are not your people. That's not what anyone's talking about. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing that you don't know is that when you send out an email campaign, it's called a campaign for a reason. You can't just send out one email and expect people to like really go, oh, they're going to see your email and go, wow, okay, this I got to do this. No, you're going to have to, communicate with those people 5, 10, 15, who knows how. I'm sure there's some stats somewhere I probably should have looked up before I did this, but you're going to have some constant and consistent communication, and it needs to be value based, because guess what, those people that are checking email, they have 1,000 other emails just like they look just like yours. So your job is to look different and provide value in those email messages. And you have to do that because here's the third thing that no one tells you about email marketing. Your deliverability rate depends on people really giving a crap about what you're sending them. Okay, because when you start tracking your open rates and you're tracking deliverability, your domain reputation is at stake when you're sending out emails. Okay, so say you got this big list, it has 5,000 people on it, and say 25% of those people are like, I don't even remember who you are, and they unsubscribe from your list. That's going to affect the deliverability, the reputation of the domain that you use to deliver those emails, right? So you need to be sending emails from a clean email list, meaning people that you're communicating with, people who have expressed an interest, people who preferably know you, have attended an event, have downloaded something, are interested in what you're doing. That is the list that we're talking about with email marketing. This is why your email marketing list doesn't work, because you have to have a curated list that you're appealing to, and you have to send more than one email. Do you know there are the people who are really, really good at email marketing, the people who have those downloadables and those ebooks and those courses and stuff? They have entire years worth of emails that go to people. Entire years, like every week or every 3 days, whatever they determine their cadence is, they have an entire what they call them, swipe files filled with emails. So, I'm sorry, boo. Your one little email that you sent out to 5,000 people, that is not going to cut it. Okay. So that's my rant. Okay. So what do you do about it? Fix it or forget it. Fix it or forget it, Jules. Stop ranting on the email list. Let me see. Did I tell you everything you need to know? Okay. So we know that you can't just send one email. We know that it has to be a curated list that you are maintaining. I just went through an exercise where I built an automation to send out a note to my list to say, hey, do you really want to hear from me still? If you do, click here. If you don't, we're going to just part ways right here. And I set up an auto delete in my, auto delete campaign, because I'm not going to send anything to those people anymore. I'm building a whole new list of people who care about me and want to hear from me and need what I have. Okay. That's the list you have to work with. All right. So now that we know that, now that we know what the list is that we are working with here, the question becomes, well, how do I really get the email to work? Like, what does it really look like to build an email campaign that's effective? And how do I even know what to say? Now, there are content writers who will write content for your emails, who will write a whole email sequence for you. I'm not sure what they charge, but I know they exist because I just had a couple people in my LinkedIn messaging that do that type of thing. But I'm gonna tell you, and I love y'all, but when I have at my fingertips the combined knowledge of the digital universe, I'm probably going to go to AI to get someone to write a script for me for this email. So I thought, I'm feeling a little saucy today. And so I thought, you know what? Why don't we just do it? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, because I just created a downloadable, I think it's really cool. It's the Scale Ready Systems checklist. I designed it myself. And I think it's the most amazing document existing in the universe right now, right? So I thought to myself, well, you know what? Since we're doing this and we're talking about email campaigns, why don't we do an email campaign to people to tell them about this amazing list I did, right? So what I'm going to do today in the, what is it, 2:13? Okay, maybe it'll be a little bit over 30 minutes today. I'm going to actually go ahead and build an email campaign, right? I know I'm supposed to be out here. I'm supposed to be, depending on what platform you're watching this on, I should be sitting here taking pictures of myself somewhere. Hey, but I'm not somewhere right now. I'm right here, and I need an email campaign, and I need to promote my little downloadable because I think it's the cat's meow. So let's do it. So the first thing is to have a compelling email campaign, you have to have a compelling message. So as I always tell everyone, whenever you're doing anything in marketing, make sure you understand who you are talking to. Okay. There's some people who I was in a event. Oh shoot, I forgot about that this today. I was in an event where you say, "Oh, don't worry about your avatar. You don't need to care about the avatar." But you need to know who you're talking to, okay? Because that will help you to refine your message and save time. So that's the first thing. But given that you have that, how do you craft a message for them? Like, what do you need to say? How do you write, you know, 5 or 6 email messages? Like, how many email messages do you need to send? How often do you need to send them? At what frequency? Okay. So that's what we're going to talk about today for the next few minutes, right? So the first thing we're going to do is go to my go-to, which is my buddy Chat GPT here. And we're going to get some help on an email campaign. We're going to get an email campaign, right? So let's do it. So here's my buddy, Chat GPT. And so what we want to do is, it says ask anything, right? So if you're not familiar with AI, what you want to do is you really literally can ask them anything and it's free. There's different levels that have different models and all that. But I can assure you that ChatGPT is going to be much better at writing an email campaign than moi, right? So what I'm going to do is tell ChatGPT what I'm looking for, and then ChatGPT is going to write for me some email messages. Okay, so let's just do it. So what I want to do is to say, write a high converting, engaging email campaign to promote my free scale ready systems checklist. The audience, audience, you don't even have to spell right with ChatGPT. Sometimes they can guess it. The audience I am looking for, this is who you're talking to, is ex-corporate founders, freelancers, coaches, and consultants who are in the growth stage of their growth stage of their business and are feeling the pain of manual tasks and looking to secure more customers for their business. Please include the frequency that I should use in sending out these email messages. Okay? You got it? I think I got everything. Okay. Now, sometimes you might want to make a copy of this, what you do, but you can do it later if it does. But then you just hit enter. Okay. So here we go. Boom. And the answer is don't fail me now, ChatGPT. Okay. Scale ready system checklist email campaign. Objective, engage growth stage entrepreneurs who are overwhelmed by manual tasks. Okay. And eager to secure more customers. Position the checklist as a must-have resource to streamline their operations and scale effectively. Email sequence and timing. Email 1, day 1, awareness and pain point. Introduce the checklist and highlight common struggles. Email 2, okay? So it's giving you, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a 5 email campaign over a period of 8 days. Okay. And not only that, here is the text of the email. Now, I don't recommend that you necessarily just use the emails as is. I mean, I think you should personalize them or make sure that they represent your voice and how you sound and how you talk. And, it makes sense, right? Or, maybe don't, maybe just copy them anyway, right? So I don't recommend doing that because I think everything should smell human. not everything. But it should sound human. So, but here it is. Here's all the details that you need, right? So now you just need an email management tool in order to schedule these emails so that they will go out to people, right? So this is what we're going to do. So I use the Boss Assist Scalability Suite. It's the one that I have built on top of the high level platform. And so for me, that's the one that I want to use to do this. So we're going to switch over and actually go to this platform and create these emails. So I recommend, let's see, what am I showing in my screen? Okay. So I recommend that that you create the emails first, then build the automation, and then to make sure that you're using your time wisely, right? So I set up some stuff in advance. I set up this folder. Here's a sample template on my email, right? And so I'm going to initially copy and paste. Okay. If anyone tells you they're using AI and they're not copy and pasting, they're probably lying. But here's what we're going to do. Now, I like a naming convention with my email templates for a campaign just to keep things organized and to remember what they're for. So I'm going to go, you're not going to be able to see this, but I'm going to go back and forth between these emails and just kind of name the emails what they should be. Okay. So you can't see me back over in Chat GPT, but I am copying and pasting back and forth. So this is Tool Rant Tuesday. This is, let's say, downloadable. Okay. This is the day 1. This is email. I like to say what the tool is, because this could be SMS. It doesn't have to always be email. You could send things different ways. And then awareness and pain point. I like that title. Okay. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to, this is an old template that I use for something else. Okay. This is what I use for networking. Okay. So I'm going to go now and I'm going to customize this template, right? So first is I have the name here. That's a custom variable. There's tons of custom variables that I could use. I'm going to actually go to email 1 here. And the first thing I'm going to do is put the subject in the email. So let's do that first. So I'm going to take that. In the Boss Assist Scalability Suite, we do that in the settings area. And so we can actually put the text of the subject line here. This can also add the name. Okay. So say for example, I wanted to have the person's first name here. I can just contact first name and then put the text there and it'll be delivered with their first name, feeling stuck, blah, blah, blah. And then this is the preview text. I'm not going to customize this. I'm going to put the same thing there, but I could have modified the prompt to ask ChatGPT to give me the preview text. And then I could put that there too. Okay. So that's the subject line. So, and then I save after everything. Okay. Can I even tell you how important that is? Now, I want to get the body of the email. So I'm going to go here. Oh, it gave me the preview text. Get the heck out of here. It gave me the preview text. So I'm going to go back in there and add the preview text. The preview text is what shows up in the feed of your email to kind of prompt people to actually take a look at what you're sending them. Oh, wait, I forgot to say, wait a minute. Oops. I forgot to save this. See, saving is important. So let me man, I'm really taking a chance out here, aren't I? Just, I'm all out here in the raw doing this, creating this email campaign. That's okay. People are going to talk about you anyway. So, hey, might as well learn something, right? Okay, there we go. Jewel, feeling stuck, blah, blah, blah. If your business chaos, this is for you. Hit save. Okay, now I'm going to go back and get the content of that email. So let's take a look. Hey, first name, blah, blah, blah. Talk soon. And let's copy. I'm copying. I'm coming back over there where you can see me. I'm going to paste it here. Okay. And I'm even going to change the signature to match. Okay. Now I'm going to read this over. So it says, remember when you started your business to have more freedom, but now you're drowning in manual tasks. You're not alone. Most coaches, consultants, and freelancers hit a wall when they're scaling, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read every single one of these. I just want to find a place where the link goes. Grab your free checklist here. Here we go. Insert link. Now, let me see. Let's see. Checklist. I'm kind of torn on the brackets. I actually kind of like the brackets being there. I'm going to put them there. System checklist. I like the brackets because they distinguish the link a little bit more. So I'm going to highlight this and turn this into a link. So I'm going to take and go to link. Boom. Here's my link. I actually, oops. That's not the link. That's not the link. I don't know if I have this as a trigger link. I don't yet. So we'll just put in trigger links are links that you can track. So when someone clicks on it, you'll know that they click on it, and there's reporting in the Boss Assist Scalability Suite where you can actually see what they did. But I'm just going to put the URL in here. Okay. And I usually like to put the title here. Scale Ready System Checklist. Okay. So there you go. So here's my first email, and then of course hit save template. So how we doing for time? Okay, we're gonna be a little bit over, but that's the first email in my series, right? So I'm just gonna go back, and there's the email. So now when I do the next email, I'm just gonna clone this one, and this one is I'm gonna use. See, it says clone, but I'm gonna go back and use whatever email 2 was. So this is gonna be. Email 2 from their list of kind of what it was is day 2 solution and benefits. Okay. So then we're going to go back over here. I'm going to make this solution and benefits. And I should have put day 2. That's the reason I put the days in there is because it's going to be easier when you're building, when you're doing, well, you don't have, if you sign up for Boss Assist Scalability Suite, the done for you version, the setup for this type of thing is included with your setup fee. So you wouldn't actually have to do this. But for you techies out there, that's what we would do. So there you see, there's my title here. And now I'm going to go in and I am going to grab the title for email 2. Okay. So unlock more revenue by doing less. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go over here to settings and put that as the title. And you see I can still use it, still use the same name here if you want. Maybe that's overdone. I don't know. But I don't know about you, but I like to see my name and stuff. And at least they'll know you got like that fancy schmancy boss assist platform, right? So you can do custom stuff like that. And I'm gonna grab the preview, okay, and I'm gonna put it here and save it. And then I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna replace this content with email 2. Boom. I'm gonna keep the same signature. Boom. Okay. Whoop. Boom. Fastest growing. Blah blah blah. Insert list. Insert link. Scale. Ready. System. Checklist. We're gonna make it a link. I should have made that a trigger link, but for purposes of demonstration, we're just gonna that's here, the link. Oh, why am I typing this over and over again? Does this get on your nerves? That's okay. I'm in trouble. I'm not going to do the titles this time. We're going to leave those. They're not really necessary for too much that you would need. Okay, so there's email 2. Boom. All right, scale ready checklist. That's an active link now. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that's an active link. We're going to save the template. Then we're going to go back out. That was day 2. We're going to clone this again. Okay. Then we're going to do day 3. And we're going to grab from day 3 what that purpose is for day 3 from our summary, social proof and authority. And you know, the thing that I love about using something like a chat GPT is that you're also learning at the same time, right? So you're learning these terms, you're learning these things that you need to know about marketing. And that's a lot of times where things fall down is when you are working with a vendor. Sometimes not all vendors are into education, okay? And so even though you may have a deliverable like an email campaign or something like that, they're not really kind of training you on why you need different things. It's kind of like if you go to a personal trainer and you don't learn how to create a workout, you'll be stuck with them for life, right? So I believe in empowering founders, because I think that you need flexibility as a founder. You need flexibility to be able to do things yourself as long as you need to. And then when you have someone to do it for you, then you can train them and you can know that they're going to be better than you no matter what. But you know that at least they have the basics right? And they're going to improve on whatever you give them. So I like that. So again, it's the same process over. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get the name here. How your name or client uses scale faster. Oh, okay. So this is getting fancy schmance. Okay, that's why you got to read your content. You have to read your content. Don't just be going out there using ChatGPT like it is. You got to make sure you review your content. I'm being a little loosey-goosey here, but make sure you're reading that stuff because people can tell. You leave the quotes in there and stuff. They be like, oh, you use ChatGPT to do this. So you want to make sure you read your stuff. So for the purposes of demo, I'm just doing it. But, you know, yeah, you need to check your stuff. Make sure that it's right. Oh, now, see, you know what? This is day 3. When I see, you got to edit this. You can't just leave it like it is. We're stuck in the hustle loop, always busy, blah, 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 blah. And my business, delete, see, blah, blah, blah. Get rid of that. You don't want to keep that in there. Let's get ready checklist. It's your first step, blah, blah, blah. grab it here. Okay, was that from? Oh shoot! Wait a minute. I was moving so fast. This is day 3, right? Day 3. Day 3. Okay, got it. Day 3. Boom. Your future will thank you. Talk soon. Blah blah blah. All right. And this is day 3. And then how we doing for time? Okay. Okay. This is day 3. Contact name. Blah 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 blah. Well, I don't like the way that line, but okay, I won't worry about that. I won't worry about it. I'm a little bit I'm not sure what the right word is, so I'm not going to say the word I was about to say because it's probably not PC. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next. We're going to clone this again. Now this is 8 days, and to be honest, I'm not going to have you sit through 8 days, but you get the point. The point is that you can clone these. Well, yeah, let's stop here. We don't need to do all 8 days, but the point is you see how simple it is to set up the email campaign, the emails, right? So we also can get some stats if we set up the campaign and we code all this in. We're not going to do this today, but if you set up an email campaign, you can identify, and it was an item you were selling. You can identify the revenue, the order value, the order rate, how people engage, whether the emails were just delivered, did they open, did they click, did they order, and what was the performance, how many bounced, how many were unsubscribed, what was spam complaints. You see, so you can track all this on the campaign. Okay, we're not going to do that today. I'm just saying there's detail. That's why I'm saying that there's people who their whole career is this stuff, right? So you as a founder can't expect that you're just going to go in and it's going to be amazing, but you can have the power now. Because before, your professional person would be tracking all this. And now in your Boss Assist Scalability Suite, you can track your own numbers. Okay. And even if you get somebody else to do it for you, you make sure that they use your platform. And that way you can track your own numbers. Okay. So real quick, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to show you how the automation works. And then I'm going to let you check my work because here's a workflow that I started. So I'm going to do this. Okay, so I'm going to let you check my work because I'm going to set this up. So if you send a text word, so let's do this. Let's see, Tool Rant Tuesday, email campaign. Okay. Workflow, whatever. I didn't have to put workflow in there. Email campaign. So for this particular email campaign, now normally what I would do is in the platform, I would just select the contacts that I want this to go to, or identify some type of tag that would go on those contacts and add them to the workflow. But this is a demo, and I literally just thought about doing this right before this call. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have it respond to you if you respond. How about that? How about that for engaging you in this event here? Okay. So what we're going to do is we have tons of workflow features. What you're looking at here is the workflow screen within Boss Assist Scalability Suite powered by High Level. And so we're going to actually do customer reply. Okay. Customer reply. Customer reply allows you to start an action based on a customer responding to you is kind of just what it says, customer reply, right? So what you can do is you can actually select, it contains some phrase. Actually, it could contain a phrase. It could be a record that has a tag. So like I mentioned before, if I want to just tag a bunch of records because I just created this and I wanted to go to certain people, I could do that. There's tons of intent type is where the AI jumps in, where you can, depending on how they respond, you can tell whether it's positive, negative, and I can do anything. Okay. I love this platform. So, but in this case, it's going to contain phrase, and this one I want you to type in rant. Okay. So if you type in rant, once this workflow is live, you will be enrolled in this email. There's only 3 emails in there right now. Well, actually, I'm going to go ahead and add the other one. So you might get a few more. But the point is, you'll get to see how quick and easy it is when you control what you're doing, when you control your stuff, how quick and easy it is to do something like set up an email campaign. So what we're going to do is if the customer replies, then we're going to send email. Now, there's another way to do this. You could actually set up a campaign. I like the workflows because I like to put in between here, some triggers and some tags. So for example, the first thing actually, if someone replied, I want to send them an email, and you can choose the email from the templates, right? So here, templates, we're going to look for tool, okay, TRT downloadable. The one day one didn't have a date on it. Okay. So, and you can actually even edit, like say you want to just double check. You can edit. Here's the email that we set up for day one. Okay. It's right there that you can edit right within the workflow. Isn't that awesome? So then, so we're going to save that one. And then let me go back over the chat and see, okay, how often, how frequently, how long do I need to wait between day two? So day one, okay, so day two is really day two. Okay, so email two goes on day two. So we're going to do what we call a wait. So we're going to wait. Okay, so we're going to wait, and we're going to wait 2 days. No, 1 day, because this is the day two. Okay, we're going to wait 1 day. If I wanted to, I could eliminate. So here, I'm not going to deliver this on Saturday, Sunday. I can also set some times, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say wait 1 day, save it. And then I'm going to send the day two email. Day two email goes on day four. So now this is day one, day two. Now we're going to wait 2 days, but okay, so that, wait, I'm confused myself. So day one, we're going to wait. Now we're sending the day two email. Oh, hold up. Now we're sending the day two email. Okay, send email. Send email, day two. So we're going to grab this template. This is why I like naming conventions, because you can just search up. Oops, wrong one. You can just search up the one that you are looking for if you use naming conventions. So day two, boom, there you go. I'm going to save that. Now I'm going to wait. That's day two. Now I'm going to wait 2 more days before I send the other one. Okay, so we're going to wait 2 days, right? Wait 2 days, and then we're going to send the next email here. Oops. Send email. We're looking for the template. This is day 3. There you go. Boom. There's the email. And then we're going to sit. And then I'm going to stop here just because it's, it's 2:39. It's 10 minutes longer than we usually go. So I'm going to stop here. Now it's very important to save it. And then it's also important to make sure that it's published. So now this workflow is saved and published. Now I have a test for you. So you can test me. You want to be my personal QA department? If you want to be my QA and you want to see, okay, she did that online, but did it really work? I don't even understand how she set up an email campaign in 20 minutes, whatever. Then go ahead and try it. Try me. Hold up. See if it works. So anyway, I went a bit longer. There's my buddy Ruben over here. Talking about who loves you, baby. What's up, Ruben? Better Detroit brownies. Do you know they have the best brownies ever? They have the best brownies. And they're always here to encourage me. Anyway, you're probably going to catch this on the replay, but I'm telling you, this is how easy it is. And this is what's necessary to really be able to take that email marketing and convert it into something that really is going to bring you leads. You need to be able to do these things. So I hope that was helpful for you. I hope you're enjoying the Tool Rant Tuesdays. Comment below and let me know if you're enjoying this format, if it's kind of hokey, you want to see something else. Let me know. I actually kind of enjoy this format because it's more kind of laid back and, I can be a little silly. And so I like this, but it's not what I like. It's what you like. Okay. So anyway, this is Jewel T. Leonard, and I help founders to scale smarter with the right marketing technology, high ROI marketing tech. I'll talk to you soon. See you next Tuesday on Tool Rant Tuesday. Oh, and this Thursday is the final of a 4-session series on Streamline and Scale. If you haven't registered already, then definitely make sure that you register so that you can get the workbook and the content, because it's awesome, if I do say so myself. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.